What's goodie, ski hoodie? It's your boy Lee.
Hey, your boy Jay.
Welcome back to another episode of the Obvious League. Episode 96. We want to shout this one out to none other than the great swag goo, Marcus Spears, man. Most of y'all may know him as an analyst currently on ESPN, on First Take, Get Up, NFL Live, just all sorts of things, ESPN. But I'm pretty sure if you watch the show, you know that he used to play football. And yeah, he was a defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys. He also won a national championship at LSU back in 2003. Like I said, first round pick for the Cowboys for 12 seasons, then went on to play for the Ravens for a season. Yeah, I don't think that it was really anyone more fitting to shout this one out than you know what I'm saying. You really, good player, great personality. Love seeing you on ESPN, man.
No, so I agree with a very good personality for sure. Like his analysis on the game, especially on Dallas, he's a realistic Cowboys fan. That's one thing I can really respect. Like he's not a delusional one like Skip. He's one that actually knows like, hey, we need to fix this, and this ain't good. And he was the one that was vouching for like, hey, let's get the CD Lamb deal done like immediately. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if not even speaking to that, not even speaking to Swag Group, but I'm gonna break this one reference. I don't know if you saw the Manning cast of the 49ers game. Oh man, the way Peyton Manning. First of all, the three was Peyton Manning, Belichick, Eli. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that was some good football talk right there. I was like, man, I could listen to this all day. Like they were just like, all right, Bill, what we running right here? Bill was like, shoot, I'd run trips to the left, X, Y, and Z. I'm like, damn, they really. I said Bill Belichick would really be out there calling it right there. No, so that was really fire, bro. So, but Peyton got like mad, like, see, you get mad at Ayuk because Ayuk missed like a pass, like simple like layout pass and fell out of his hand. You like, see, we get deals done, we get players in the training camp, and they wouldn't be outside catching balls from someone in their garage. They be catching it from their regular quarterback. I was like, oh, Peyton, that sounds like someone that's spoken from like experience, like, bro, like, come on, y'all, like, just pay this man, like, we about to be looking real trash. You go pay him in the middle of the season, bro, and he ain't practice, like, so, yeah, hearing, like, former players, like, really preach about getting the players the money, like, when it's, like, they feel like it's time, especially when it kind of is, like, close, you know what I'm saying? So that's good to hear, former players staying with players.
Yeah, for sure, man. I've been preaching all summer, off season, whatever you want to call it, for CD to get this deal. Like, what was we waiting for? And same thing goes for the players like IU, Jamar Chase. Like all these receivers, y'all so quick and easy to do it for the quarterbacks, but y'all won't do it for the guys who help make the quarterback look good.
Sure.
There are obviously great quarterbacks, but those great quarterbacks aren't even the highest paid players in the league. But yet, all of these receivers are all debatably top 5 receivers. Like the ones who have gotten paid already throughout this offseason, and obviously Jamar Chase looks like the lone one now at this moment.
But it's like, now I'm thinking about everybody I threw it. The solidified like top 10, I guess. Best receiver. I think they all got paid except for him. Just thinking off the top of my head.
Exactly. And it's like, why? I don't. In San Francisco waited, Dallas waited. What y'all bullshitting for? Straight up. All this negotiation, no. Those guys are great, and they're very necessary assets to your team. I said San Francisco does not go to the Super Bowl without Brandon Ayuk. That's just a fact, in my opinion. They just don't. Dallas, we don't do shit without CD. Come on now. And clearly y'all are seeing it right now with the Bengals. I just want to talk, just want to, for Cincinnati out there. Clearly, I mean, come on now. And he still played. And he still did his job. Pay them, man. Straight up. But yeah, that's what it was all saying, man. Shout out Swag Group, man. But since we are getting into the thick of it, man, week 1 has came and gone. Pretty exhilarating week. Nice, a beautiful week 1 from start to finish. Maybe not complete finish, but Sunday night was great in a way.
For real. So you want to start at we going at the 1 o'clock sleep?
We gotta talk about Thursday, Friday.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. Football started on the weekdays. That was fire. Shout out to Goodell for getting that done.
So obviously the season opened with the Baltimore Ravens visiting the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions back to back Kansas City Chiefs. And the game literally came down to a toe on the line.
KD style.
The Kansas City Chiefs squeaking out that one just barely. What'd you think about that game? By the way, it was 27-20. So with that being said, I know for a fact John Harbaugh was going for 2. So I just want to say, I just want to ask you right quick, how do you think that game is? Oh, like say the touchdown counts, they go for 2. Do you think they get it, or Kansas City stops them? Because John Harbaugh was even calling for 2.
I like Lamar Jackson on the 1 yard line in the city. So, and maybe because I've seen it.
Is it the 2 yard line?
Oh, it's 2. That's kind of. But I still like Lamar Jackson to make that play because I've seen it time again. I've been on the opposite end of it as a Colts fan. Going into overtime, watching him drive down the field and getting it done. So I've seen him do it with the momentum inside. But I will say,
I was gonna say, you know what else you seen as a Colts fan?
What?
Why not just let Derrick Henry get those 2 yards? I get it.
That's the second thing I was about to go to. I was like, and they were also losing in the trenches. So I was about to say Derrick Henry kind of would have been like a second option because, like, I'm not gonna lie, Derrick Henry really he got a Derrick Henry type of grinded out, yo. Like he didn't get no really burst of speed. It was all him getting hit at the line of scrimmage, him falling forward. And not gonna lie, if that's not Derrick Henry, bro, that's a bad game for a running back. You know what I'm saying? So I think
that was not a good game by a running back, I would say.
Yeah,
but I don't think they use him right. I don't think they're using him right.
How do you think they should use him?
They still got to figure out how to use him because Derrick Henry don't run an offense that's in pistol and gun and everything like that. He's not used to that. That's not how he, in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, he's in one single formation.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think they got to figure out how to incorporate him because you see Justice Hill had the better game. Justice Hill was catching he was catching the checkdowns.
Justice Hill debatably was the best player on the field that whole night. Debatably the best player that whole night.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it some likely though. As far as the Ravens offense went, I'm gonna give it some likely. That was ridiculous.
Nah, it was one of them two. I was about to say it's either the Rook or they were the 2 best players on the field.
They were.
Because likely every time he got the ball in the red zone, it was scored. And to me, it looks like he's becoming the receiver 1, going back to the
tight end 1. Tight end 1 or receiver?
Xavier Worthy.
Oh, you talking about Worthy?
Yeah, I say Xavier Worthy. I think he's gonna be the receiver 1, going back to how we say when you have that trust from your quarterback, you'll get them targets, especially when he starts to know like where you like the ball and how you like it and how you know where to turn and pivot to where Mahomes is throwing it, which is gonna be crazy. If another person gets on Mahomes and like paid like Kelsey does, that's another thing. Kelsey looks just going off game one. Kelsey looked old. Yeah. So like, again, I think Kelsey's at the point now where like he'll get in game shape by like game 3. Like
Yeah, it's just like just let him get.
I still don't think Kelsey's gonna get 10 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Like, don't get it. So I still think he'll get that by the end of the season. But like, this is just a one-off, Yeah. But and Mahomes too. Mahomes ain't really looked the best. Like, he was missing like third down completions. I was like, yeah, okay, this is the championship leg. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and it's crazy too because like the receivers still have some drops. Juju dropped one. Kelsey dropped the easy one.
Yep.
So and the Juju joint was definitely a touchdown, and I think the Kelsey joint was going in too. Yeah. Like yeah, exactly. Those are both touchdowns. So I like how even though you had that and everything you just said, they still managed to put up 27. You know what I'm saying? That just shows how lethal the Chiefs are. And it's just like that's that along with the way their defense played. Oh my God, the defense was crazy.
Yeah, I said defense. They played amazing in the trenches. So when you got that, and offensive juggernaut like Patrick Mahomes that can just pop off whenever, it's a recipe for disaster. You can't either score with him or like stop him.
What was all them penalties though? Them illegal formations, man. The Ravens had a lot of penalties, man, that game.
Was it a lot of penalties, or did the NFL like, look, we're gonna call it? I think they're gonna like do like how the NBA did. Like I told it, I still believe it today. The NBA just stopped calling fouls going to the basket after All-Star break. I don't know what happened. They didn't call no fouls when people going to the lane. They called everything like even if you was a hair. I was like, man, all right. And I get it. They were like illegal. Like I would have been, buddy. I was like, all right, you killed it.
Yeah.
Cause like, that was like you said, it was a lot of penalties.
They had to show them for sure. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think Baltimore, they gotta figure out like as a whole like how to match that offense. Because if you can get Mark Andrews going, because Lamar didn't have a bad game, but I don't think he had a good game. But I think once they figure out how to like incorporate Derrick Henry, how to like use that offense, I think they'll be in a good spot. But the defense though, the defense did not look good, and the O-line did not look good. I will say that. So that is concerning to me. That is very concerning to me. Like it looks like when Patrick Queen left, that was a huge spark. Like, it's clear that that's like a huge impact. Like, that's a huge difference. Yeah. Just 3 new O-linemen. Yeah, you can see it.
I 100% agree with you. I told everybody, I said, getting an every down back like Derrick Henry, it's also going to take a minute to get incorporated too. Because is he happy that he got help, but you got to realize it's going to take a minute for a guy that's used to touch the ball 30 times a night to be like, hey, this might be play action, but you got to block. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Derrick Henry can't block. Derrick Henry was a very exceptional blocker. Like I honestly like man, like playing. It was.
should be biggest.
I mean, yeah, he is like what 6 feet. He's a freaking tight end. Like,
tank.
yeah. Like, so dude still gets in there, and he scored too. So that was good to see that. You know, he still get in the red zone. You know, third and short, he's still the guy. You know, to go to. But yeah, you know. But I will say this: you were saying, you know, Mahomes didn't have a good day. I saw something on Instagram. Not even on Instagram. I saw it on Twitter.
I saw Lamar. Did.
Yeah, Lamar. But shoot, I saw something on Twitter that said, where is it? It was like, this week one was the lowest total passing yards for QBs since 2013. So around the league, QBs as a total were like just mid. So like,
that is a fact.
so yeah, so that's one thing I was like, oh, that is kind of like crazy. So I just also wanted to throw that out. But it is week one. I will say that, but like, yeah, nah, it was a week passing week.
I think that's the beauty of it, though. You know, because that means those teams will find out the ways to win.
Oh yeah, for sure, fact.
And it also shows that it's a lot of good defenses coming out, like in the league as a whole. You know, a lot of teams have good defenses. So definitely interesting. So the Chiefs, yeah, the Chiefs still look like the best team in the league.
Oh yeah, 1-0, looking very dominant in the AFC. I'm not gonna lie.
Next Friday night in Brazil, the Packers and the Eagles squared off. And that was an interesting game.
Fact.
It was a great game. That back and forth was insane. That was some fun football to watch.
God, Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts were going back and forth like that.
Facts. Prayers to Jordan Love. Glad that his injury is not as severe as we thought.
Yes.
And he will only be out for a few weeks. Get healthy, man. You know, we'll see you when you're back.
Fact.
Shout out Saquon.
Oh man.
Oh man, this Saquon Barkley.
That hat trick opening night.
That man is going to be an MVP contender this season.
Yeah, if he keep running like that, oh yeah, Saquon, yeah.
Y'all, the Giants were so stupid to let him go. And then he goes to the ops.
So now he would play all two others.
With a team that has a great O-line, great skill position weapons, a great defense. You know, like...
I ain't gonna lie, like they have like no less than a B- on that offense. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley.
The offense is insane, man.
Like, yeah, that
And I'll say good defense. I won't say great defense.
yeah,
I'll say good. It's a good defense.
Jordan Reed cut up.
Man,
Jordan Reed cut up real bad.
yeah, I want to say Zach Bond and Quinyon Mitchell, they were bright spots for that Eagles defense. Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie corner, he looked like a vet. First game out there, it was just easy for him. So, yeah, shout out to him. And Zach Bond, he was everywhere, man. I had never heard of bro until this game, and he definitely like spoke out.
Oh yeah, he was on almost every clip.
Yeah, for sure. And it's I just that I want to shout them out. As for the Eagles though, Jalen Hurts did not look good. Um, I felt like he was holding on to the ball too long. He was making dumb decisions. Even when you're holding on to the ball too long, you're throwing it into some crazy coverages, some crazy spots. Like, you're not even thinking. Just throw. If it's not there, throw the ball away. You got Saquon right there. Like, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Jalen Hurts did not have a good game, but it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to feel when you got all of that around you. So you got no choice but to ball. And, he still had his moments. So, that's, as for the Packers, man, did Jaden Reed just pop out? Did Jordan Love answer every single call? Like, every single call.
Ain't sure that everybody know, like, man, I was worth that money.
I hate to see him go. I think he was going to tear.
So, yeah, Eagles pull it out though, and that was just a great game, 34-29. So yeah, shouts out to them. 1-0. Shouts out to Green Bay. Played a hell of a game.
Facts.
Definitely can't wait to see what y'all looking like. But I do want to say, you know who had me week that game? Jair Alexander, bro. He is hilarious,
Yeah, he is funny.
So, obviously, him and AJ had gotten into it. And then AJ started going dumb and then scored on him. Just making him look like a fool. And then eventually Jair gets the pick later. And he in the end zone just running around. And then he ends up actually running out of that.
He got hit like a bitch.
I know he was getting cussed out on the sideline, bro. It was like, yo, just take the knee in the end zone, bro. Like you already wasted all that time.
AJ Brown burnt him earlier though.
You trying to have fun and shit.
Yeah, he a troll, bro.
I know he got cussed out on the pitch.
Oh yeah, for sure he did.
I know that shit had to be hilarious,
For
bro.
sure he did.
Oh man. So next, we go on to the Sunday slate. And the Panthers visited the Superdome to square off against none other than the New Orleans Saints. And it was not close. Saints won 47-10.
It was a beating. It was a beating, and Chris Olave didn't get any action in. I had to read the box score again to make sure. I was like, wait, he did nothing? They put up 50 points? Let me tell you something, bro. Chris Olave didn't look like he the heart of the offense. It's looking like it's a community out there with the new offensive coordinator they got, which is fire.
I've always felt like it was going to be that way, though. I will say, they just had easy. They was damn near. They was on their side of the field, damn near every possession. The way that Carolina kept turning the ball over, and I'm not going to hold you. I want to give Bryce grace, bro, but I really think they're going to be drafting another quarterback. I think they're going to be out on Bryce, dog. If I get it, it's just week one. It is week one, so he has plenty of time to turn it around. And I will say this also: I do not think Carolina would be have the number one pick in the draft. I don't think they'll be the worst team. I'll get to that later. But if Bryce can't, if they can't get something going with that offense, then yeah, I don't see it. It's not looking it.
Yeah, I feel it. I understand because he doesn't look it, but like you said, it's week one. Don't panic yet, but like to understand the Panthers are panicking, which is crazy if there are.
It's just been the turnover rate for both quarterback and head coaches has been crazy in Carolina these last few years. It's not stable there. So I don't know. They need to get some stability. I think they can, get some type of flow going. We'll just have to see. But, bro, you saw Derek Carr put up the 3 on J.C. Horn. I got 3 tutties on you. Yo, that's insane.
That's the Derek Carr I like. That's the Derek Carr I like.
I said, oh, man.
Bro, everybody gave up on them. They got booed last year, bro. We got booed in that arena last year, bro. So yeah, no. When he get this popping stuff, like I'm dropping dimes on you. Oh man, I'm looking for you. Like no.
They paid him the money, so he better start delivering. That's what I'm gonna say.
Hey, bro. Tell everybody, I was there. I tell them all the time. I was a former MVP candidate. Don't do that.
It ain't done shit since.
Hold on, I was injured, bro.
You was injured that year. Like, you came back the next year and you've been healthy ever since. Ain't been on shit. Like, it's been disappointment. And that was the only time you even got to the playoffs. You didn't even play in that game because you was hurt. That was the only time you made it to the playoffs. Come on, I paid you all this money. I better see some.
100. I ain't mad at it. 100.
Alvin Kamara still looking like him, though.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing ain't never changed with AK, bro.
Yeah, facts. So, on to the next game. The Vikings came in and whipped on the Giants in their home. 28-6. No Kirk Cousins. This is Sam Darnold starting. Just a whole new thing. And Sam Darnold wasn't even who you was expecting to start when, you chose to let Kirk Cousins walk.
Yeah, he drafted him.
So Sam Darnold looked good.
But he started 13 or 14?
Yeah, it took a minute for him to miss.
I was like, if this who Jettas got,
Jordan Addison was getting a lot of looks.
Then he got hurt. Hey, we're gonna speak on these injuries too, bro. I think the NFL needs to do something because I think these teams have been lying.
I already know you're going at with it too, because all the same injuries they're getting are the injuries they had in camp and everything.
Like, come on, bro. And I don't think it's fair. And I don't think it's fair for the player or don't get me wrong. If the player thinks they can go and they re-injure, that's like a damn. You know what I'm saying? But at least be like, hey, if the scout report says he has, a knee injury that hasn't fully recovered, but he's still playing, that should at least be said on the scouting report. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get that, bro. And especially since y'all got y'all advertising all this betting on everything.
Y'all got people actually losing real money on this now, so that's like another thing. And y'all playing with these people's like careers.
Yeah,
Like
right.
Jordan, this is his year. This is his second year, and if he has a knee injury as a receiver, that can set him back. You know what I'm saying? That can set him back for like a long time. So that's just one of the players that I'm talking about. But it get worse from there, so we're gonna get to it. But
I believe he had an ankle injury now. Preseason, right? Like in the preseason.
oh, so this is another injury.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that back for him.
Yeah, that one's
But
good.
he doesn't apply for this then. But we're gonna get to the players that do.
Yeah, there definitely are some. You remember when I said I don't think Carolina's going to be the worst team in the league? Yeah, I think it's going to be the Giants. So,
You know what? I'll say this now. I'm off it, bro. This is bad, bro. Daniel Jones is.
he's never been in.
Hey, bro, I don't. How did he get drafted so high, bro? Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I'm off that train, bro. He's not a good quarterback. He's not good.
Yeah, he's never been in. And it's crazy to say, ever since he's gotten paid, he's thrown more pick sixes than he's thrown touchdowns.
Like, come on, bro. When you got stats like that going around, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, you should have never traded Saquon. If you should have never got rid of Saquon. You should have never let Saquon go. That was so stupid. You know, you should have never let him go. Because if he was there, the game could have been something. Like, Daniel Jones was only decent at times because of Saquon. And again, not only did you let him walk, he went to your division rival, our division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Like they needed to be some tough.
You know, I just hope y'all know y'all made the wrong investment. And in the Hard Knocks, it was showing. You know, your GM he didn't want Saquon to go. And like he was like, yeah, he knew he was pissed. He was pissed when he found out. No, the owner, yeah, he was pissed. It was one of them, yeah. He was pissed when he found out Saquon.
Because he fired the person who made the call.
Yeah, because he was like, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
I would have fired the person who made the call. Not gonna lie. Because what do you mean?
Yeah. So the Giants are definitely gonna be drafting a quarterback next year. They might even end up with Shador, like realistically speaking. You know that.
Wild pick. Oh man, Shador, David.
It'd be interesting for the division.
Yeah, for sure.
I still want Shador to come to Dallas. You know, took a couple years under Dak. I don't know. Even though I think he could play right away, but all the other quarterbacks doing it. Not all of them, but I mean, when you the Bears, you gonna be looking for a quarterback. Washington, they had a quarterback in years. No, I mean, it's definitely a few teams, even a couple teams still. They're still looking for that one. Like we said, the Giants. But also, shout out to Aaron Jones, man. Still being him.
Yeah, toting the pill. I said, bro, last time we saw Aaron Jones, bro, like his last good game was when he was in the playoffs. So I'm like, what do y'all not think he gonna do in the regular season? Like, that's why I was like, I don't know, bro. That kind of like blew me. And it was against a good defense in y'all. So I don't know, bro. And I like the fact that he like knows that people play fantasy, and he goes up like, "Hey man, I was trash last year, but if you get me this year, I got y'all." I definitely was one of the people that got him. Look good.
So, next, I would say the first upset of, and the biggest upset of the week. The Patriots walking into Cincinnati
Yeah, I about what I want about.
and beating the Bengals 16-10. I'll be the first to say Burrow don't look healthy, and he not looking it. I'll be the first to say that. That's my guy. You know that. That's my guy. He says that absolutely not. His wrist is not an issue. I'm not buying it because of what we saw. I'm not believing what you said because I'm believing what I saw.
Yeah, I'm believing my eyes, not your mouth. I ain't gonna lie.
What I saw was you showing aggravation on the field with your wrist. What I saw was you when you was picking up the water bottle. And I don't know. But I will also say this. I'm not going to like push the panic button yet because I still believe in Burrow for one. Two, he don't got Jamar Chase ain't been practicing, and then T. Higgins not in the game. So it looked bad, I will say. While it looked bad, I think they can, as long as the guys can be there, they can get back in rhythm. And the Bengals always start off slow. That's not an excuse. It's just a fact. It's something that they need to change, though. That's not something that you should be proud of. And Jamar Chase even said that. He said, I thought we'd be better by now. He said, we always do this. I thought we'd be better by now. he want his bread. Yeah. Y'all need to pay that man. And as far as T. Higgins goes, you said you don't think that he's really hurt.
I don't think he hurt. I don't believe it. He practiced every day.
Now he not practicing. He ain't playing. He ain't practicing.
And now and if it's an ankle sprain, now he's day to day. Come on, come on, bro. Like I get it. I wouldn't want to play on a franchise tag either.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if we being real, we like, all right, Jamar doing all this for his bread. I'm up first.
Like,
what we doing?
Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about?
Like, I'm up first. Can I get some?
Yeah, like something.
I'm one of the best number two. I'm one of the best number twos in the league. What are we doing?
I stay healthy relatively.
So, and that's why the Bengals like, we gotta pay both. Bro, pay both of them. We just saw the Dolphins do it, and that's giving Tyreek another back.
Dolphins did it quick too.
You know what I'm
here
saying?
and there. Now everybody play football.
The Eagles, man, the Eagles guy gave Devontae and AJ salaries that they wanted. These teams made it happen with their ones and twos. I'm pretty sure when Puka's up and Cooper Kupp is going to come up again, you're going to pay both of them. They're not going to hesitate on that. So, I don't see why. I mean, yeah, you paid Burrow his bread, but that's the quarterback market we already spoke about.
And I ain't gonna lie, I don't think paying Burrow that money will look good, bro. Because I speaking of Burrow and his injury, I follow this doctor. He like does like a lot of like he covers like the NFL like injuries and stuff, and he started doing some fantasy stuff, so I kind of like tapped in and started listening to him. He says he went and and saw an orthopedic, one of his friends, and this is how the conversation but he said, I asked the orthopedic hand surgeon and colleague his thoughts on the injury that pertains to Burrow, and his response: it's a bad injury to have, and involuntarily always leads to instability over time, arthritis at an early age. Hard to throw, dart throw motions, which is important for the snap of the wrist and the follows when throwing. But these guys, he said, these guys are superhumans. They should be fine. He said, but is his career going to change? He said, for sure. Joe Burrow is not going to be the same quarterback he was. So, with that, I get even if he says he's not going to be, 100, he says he's not going to be the same. The fact that your whole entire direction of what we saw you are has to change, even if it's slightly, because you can't snap your wrist a certain way. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, because this is the only reason they say because this is the first time this is the first person in NFL history to have this injury. So they said, so doctors and orthopedics said, we don't know how this is even going to long last. But the fact that they do know the people that did have it, it changed how they had to use their hand, especially in sports. So I just think that's something to keep an eye on. I don't think Joe Burrow is healthy, But this the same doctor also said T. Higgins ain't healthy. So I said, fuck.
So, yeah, and my thing is, obviously, there's always a possibility that Burrow beats the odds.
For sure.
But in that unlikely, in that unlikely event that does, that is what happens.
And it's in a weird spot too. Have you seen where the injury is?
Yeah.
That shit's weird.
Yeah. And it is. And what I was gonna say was like, if in any unlikely event, if that is what happens, that's just so unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That is sad. Because if you're not going to be the same, like, that's just, oh man, like, that's a potential big what if.
Goes on what I said, but he was going down the Andrew Luck path, man. Like I said, once we seen you, like you said, the aggression of picking up a water bottle, catching a football, and because what's his wrist gonna look like in December when it gets cold? Because if you got arthritis in your, has anybody played in the NFL with arthritis? And they a throwing arm?
Probably in like the elbow, maybe. I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess. Like, if someone did, somebody probably, could have had arthritis in their shoulder.
Peyton could feel his fingertips when he played with the Broncos.
That's a different breed of dude.
Oh, yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Broken neck that couldn't feel your fingertips, 55 touchdowns, different.
It's a different breed of man right there.
Yeah, but bro. So, when I see stuff like that, bro, I be, I be hating on Joe Burrow because I don't think he is. But, I didn't expect this to be the route, but this is what happens when you don't get an O-line. This is the result of not investing in your product. Yes, you invest in his pockets, but you're not investing in his health. That you got to do both. Unfortunately, you have to do both. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and honestly, Patrick Mahomes is like the best example. Patrick Mahomes only making $9 million this year, but his O-line would crash out for him. And that's the result of back-to-back Super Bowls.
Exactly. Good point, because you remember the year their O-line wasn't good was the year that they went to the Super Bowl and Tampa Bay beat them. And Tampa Bay's defense was just on them. Mahomes didn't have time to do anything.
Vita Veda had an honest chance of winning Super Bowl MVP. He controlled the trenches so, it was bad.
Yeah, it was just bad.
So, they finally started, getting the line together, and yeah, this is the result. Um, what I can say is one of the things I love about my Cowboys. We do invest in our O line. That is something that it's not always the sexiest thing, but it's something that is always necessary. So never be upset at that's what I like. I don't ever get upset when I see us pick an O lineman in the first round, and we do it often. And I'm like, okay, because yeah, man, protecting your product, man, like you said, protecting your quarterback is crucial, is vital. You already mentioned what happened to Andrew Luck, what's happened to Burrow, plenty of other quarterbacks we can name. We can even name that for running backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just the quarterback.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So, yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. And also with the Bengals, I want to say, the run defense trash. That shit was not it. The defense, you could obviously tell, got worse. So the Bengals, they have a lot of catching up to do. And to your comment saying that you don't think that the Burrow contract's going to look good, I'm going to give him a chance, but it's not going to look good if they don't have Higgins and Chase. He's going to need those guys. They're going to need each other.
You let Mixon and Boyd walk.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You already let that go. You cannot let Higgins and Chase go. So Cincinnati, pay those receivers, get an O-line. Boom. It may be too late, but it also is never too late. So go get an O-line, pay those top two receivers right there, and go from there. Shout out to Gerard Mayo though for getting his first win in his first game as a coach though.
Facts.
Jacoby Brissett. Hey man, Jacoby Brissett go. Hey, he gonna find himself starting week 1 somewhere.
Why he the starter?
He gonna find himself starting week 1 somewhere, and he gonna win that show too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jacoby, man. Next, Steelers at Falcons. The Arthur Smith revenge game, I guess you want to say. Steelers go in there and kick 6 field goals en route to a 18-10 victory over the Falcons.
So yeah, it wasn't Arthur Smith game because he put up no touchdown. But he don't put up touchdowns. That's weird. Kirk Cousins helped him out too. Kirk Cousins played horrible. Kirk Cousins. I ain't seen Kirk Cousins play that bad in a long time, bro. I said it.
I think it's the Achilles, bro. He didn't look confident.
And again, bro, if he is mentally or physically not prepared, bro, let's get the rook in there. I'm sorry, this kid played in the national champion for a reason, bro. I think he's an NFL starter.
I do too.
Cause I thought he was going to the Raiders.
I did as well.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Kirk definitely does not look like himself. And the pistol gun, that. I don't think Kirk Cousins he's not used to all that. So he's definitely got to adjust to these weapons as well, all of this. And yeah, like I said, he didn't look comfortable. He looked trash. He should have thrown 4 picks. So it wasn't as many, but yeah, and T.J. Watt, boy, that he put on the show.
Yeah, they took his triple crown of the strip sack fumble away.
They did.
And then he came back and closed the game himself.
They got hold a lot in a multitude.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. The man knew the snap count, bro. I went back and looked at it as soon as the ball was in Kirk Cousins' hand, bro, he's already past the line. I'm like, that is insane ball timing, y'all. Like, man, yeah. So he's 1-on-1, bro. Something that watch needed, bro. Him and his brother. Jesus.
Yeah. Facts. And even though they didn't score a touchdown, like any touchdowns, Justin Fields looked okay. He had some moments. Like he made some nice plays to Pickens. I felt like he used his legs at the right time. Justin Fields looked pretty solid.
I think he's going to get better throughout the season.
Exactly. So with that being said, when Russ is healthy, do you think Russ? You don't think?
But like, come in and do what? Honestly, come in and do what?
I think if Justin Fields is winning games, obviously let's keep him in. But I think if Justin Fields is like it, because they're 1-0 obviously, and their next couple games are winnable games. I forgot this week they play the Broncos, and I forgot what they have week 3, but I know week 4 they face y'all, and week 5
we do play the Steelers.
Yeah, so I think weeks 2 and 3 are winnable games. They should beat the Broncos in my opinion this week. We'll get to that, but
2 and 4.
no, I'm saying like weeks 2 and 3.
Week 3.
No, y'all week 4.
Oh, 100. Okay.
But I mean, it depends on how they play y'all. I think if the defense get after y'all offense, I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a scary defense. That's a tough defense, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
And then week 5, they play Dallas. Now, I personally, we'll get to that when we get to that. I personally think we'll beat Pittsburgh. But if Justin Fields can get if he can get a rhythm in these next couple games and they can win these games, why put Russ in? Why fuck up the flow? But I think it feels like struggles, and they do end up losing like 1 or 2 of these games, like these next couple weeks, like leading up to weeks 4 and 5. Yeah, I can definitely see Russ coming back. But I hope Fields keeps it up. I want to say that.
Yes, I think Fields keeps the job, honestly.
As long as he wins it, he definitely should. I just think the only reason why I say that because if Fields not looking like if he looking inconsistent like that, why not see what Russ got? I mean, shoot. I would say let him play this week if he was healthy, just because he's going against the Broncos. Like, yeah, I would say, I'd be like, nah, go ahead. Sean Payton was talking all that shit. Go ahead and get your lick back.
You're right. I'd probably let Russ go out there. This is the one-off.
Right. So, if he was healthy, I'd let him go out there. If he's not, obviously, have Fields play. Because, I mean, if anything, Fields got his game week 1. He was in Atlanta. That's his hometown. Why not let Russ get his revenge? You know what I mean? So, and next, one of the best 1 o'clock games, you would say so yourself. Texans visit Indianapolis. They got a slight victory over your Colts.
Very slight. Very slight.
Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
I was mad, bro. 3 things cost us the game, bro.
3 things where we couldn't stop the run. I've never seen Joe Mixon look like that, but of course he looks like that against us.
So Mixon nice, man. I've been telling you, bro. Mixon nice.
Sure, I guess he is.
I don't know why you do that to him.
AR missed 80 on 2 deep balls for touchdowns. 2 of them. AD had the man beat. It would have been 2 touchdowns. And then we got a penalty call on Pitt. CJ Stroud was a goal. That moved them up and became a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
What was that for?
I forgot what it was because I was in my car, but I saw the flag come when we picked it up, and I was in a bad spot. And I just saw them like move up. So I don't know if it was like offsides. I don't know, but it was penalty on us and scored. So I was kind of teetered about that. But yeah, more importantly, I was mad at that we couldn't stop the run because when the game out to it, bro, we couldn't get the ball, man.
You know what had me weak? And this is a big reason why y'all lost. And y'all had scored that touchdown. Y'all tried to go for 2, then get that.
You know what's so crazy? I saw us not get that job. I was like, whatever, bro. But yeah, man.
Well, what's going on with JT, man? Talk to me. JT had me tight. I ain't gonna lie.
One game, bro. Week 1. Don't worry about it.
Man,
The best active running back in football will return.
I forgot who I heard. Yes. If we being real, going like if it's looking like 2018, just going back that far. Yeah, Saquon is back. You're right, but
It would be between him and Saquon, and I'd entertain the conversation. I definitely entertain the conversation off the strength of week 1. But let us get further in the week, and especially if these 2 other guys that are above them are not healthy for sure.
Yeah, no, fact. But yeah, no, he better come to play. I forgot who I heard say it though. Like they was like, yeah, they talked to Jonathan Taylor. He was like, yeah, man, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, he all hyping up. Come on, let's ball. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Week 1. Hey, but week 2 though. Hey, week 2. Let's get going.
I feel like we are, and I think we're gonna win it week. I think we're gonna win next week.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. AR has some very explosive plays. You know, you talked about a couple ones he let go, but man, did he still have some ones like just I'm about to say off the back foot to Alec Pierce. Man, that's a beautiful throw. That is beautiful. That's art right there. And he had a couple deep balls to Alec Pierce. So AR definitely looks promising as we expected, and y'all did lose, but y'all played a tough competitive game as I think we both expected. I don't think either one of us expected it to be any other way between y'all 2 teams. So definitely a tough one, but it definitely showed what y'all boys can be on this year. And yeah, I think it was also week 1. I think the potential of what like just seeing what CJ Stroud and those receivers are going to be on, because I still think Tank Dell's his favorite target.
Really?
It's been his favorite target, and I think it's still going to be that way. But I think Steph is going to be like number 1. If that makes any sense. I know it's like weird, but Nico was getting his, so it's just crazy. It's like it really can go either way. Like messing around with CJ. But yeah, I think when Tank's been there, Tank's been his favorite target. I don't know if that changes now with Steph there, but I would imagine that chemistry is still going to be there. But Steph is definitely going to get his. And with that being said, Nico's going to have no choice but to get his. And he was getting his.
No, for real. He caught a couple deep balls.
Yeah. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Indy. Next game, Cardinals at Bears. And the Cardinals were up early, but Josh Allen, he started getting it together. And, he played with all his heart, risking his body like that, which eventually led to him getting hurt. But, he seems okay. But still, it's week 1, and that's what you're doing. I get it. You're doing what it takes to win. But still, let's try to protect the body. We're going to, if I'm the Bills, we're going to need you for the season. We're going to need you for the playoffs. We're trying to compete and continue this division title streak going. Yeah, I would say great game. Good game by Kyler Murray. Although he didn't get Marvin Harrison Pill at all, really, and
Giving it to the boy Greg Good.
hey, Richmond finest.
Nah, for real.
But he still was missing Marvin Harrison Jr. on some wide ones. The wide open tutty.
Yeah, for the game, yeah, he was.
Yeah. Come on now, I get it. You know what I'm saying? He said he can't see everything, which you got to give it to him because he is one of the shorter quarterbacks in the league. If not the shortest, I'm pretty sure he probably is the shortest starting quarterback in the league. So he can't see everything. That is a fact, So he does, he does it to the best of his ability, but. I think because it got such headline. I think Marvin Harrison is going to get the ball more. But him and Greg have developed a good chemistry throughout the years, so he's going to get Greg the ball. So, and shout out James Conner. Doing what he do best.
He said he was the Bill Cam.
That's all, man. Next, the Titans visited Soldier Field in Chicago and folded a game to the Chicago Bears strictly off of Levis and special teams. Poor offensive play. Because the Bears didn't even play a good. They didn't even play a good offensive game. Caleb Williams had 93 passing yards and threw the ball for under 50% passing. Not a good game for him. He looked like a rookie out there. It's definitely. He's like, for me, it was like, dang, it's gonna be a little adjustment. And Romadunze gets hurt. Even though they say it's not serious. And then what? Now Keenan Allen's hurt.
Yeah. Him playing, 250, bro? We knew this was going to happen. Bro, you playing that big, bro? We knew something was going to happen.
So, yeah, Caleb and them boys, they never got to get it together. Defense bailed them out. Special teams bailed them out. And they ended up coming back and somehow winning this game against Tennessee.
Yeah, Chicago defense was good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they did. I will say, though, shout out Tony Pollard, though. TP looked, what I'm saying? TP was doing his thing.
Yeah, I saw him. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe. In the back, bro. In the split backfield, bro.
And for the hometown team.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, he's from Memphis. I guess, Nashville the closest thing. So it's all Tennessee. So yeah. Next was of the division rivalry of the boys. Duval and the boys traveled to their in-state opponents in the Miami Dolphins. And before we even get into that game, I just want to talk about the whole Tyreek Hill situation. So I'm pretty sure we all, as you all already know, but if you do not know, Tyreek Hill was arrested. He was detained by the cops hours before the game. And there's, the body cam footage is now out. Everything is out now. Whereas we saw, the officers pulled Tyreek over, and cop knocking on the window. Tyreek rolled the window down. It's like, don't knock on my window like that. Says that a few times, and cop, trying to get his license or whatever. Tyreek handing the license, like, do whatever you gotta do, and then Tyreek rolls the window back up while the officer tries to run his license, and then the officer comes back, and it's like it's like a power trip, he tells him, don't roll the window back up, then tells him get out the car, and then uses excessive force to get him out the car, drag him out. He's on the ground, knee on him, and they put the cuffs on him. Jonnu Smith, Calais Campbell, they pull up on the scene, and they like, what's up, and Tyreek is on the phone with Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, and, telling him what's up, telling Jonnu and, Calais, call Drew and everything because he's being detained. And, the cops just used some very excessive force, all of that was unnecessary. And my opinion on just the whole situation is exactly that. I get it. You may not have liked the way Tyreek, I guess greeted you. It may not have been the nicest way that you would have wanted. But and yeah, I will say Tyreek could have spoken better to him, because you already know what's up when you're dealing with the cops. Like,
Facts.
They'll take the smallest thing and they'll just make the biggest thing out of it, and they'll do the most, and they'll do exactly what they did to Tyreek, if not more. Because we've seen way worse.
Facts.
So
It's Tabo stuff Lotion situation.
you know what I'm saying, and so like. And that's just with famous people,
Yeah, like,
what about just the not so, the common folk. Like, these people, most of these folks don't even have the chance to experience life at this moment. So like I said, Tyreek could have spoken better to him, but that is never an excuse to do what you did. That is never an excuse to use such excessive force, bring him to the ground like that. What is he being arrested for? Like, what are we doing here? Like, give him his ticket and move on. Like, just do exactly that. Like, he didn't do anything to warrant an arrest just because you didn't like the way he talked. Just because you didn't.
Well, he was going like 135.
All right, so give him his ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, give him his ticket. Do what you gotta do. But
I did not know that's Tyreek Hill. In Miami, Florida. I was like, oh, you want to go to the game? My bad, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, hey, bro, slow down though. You going 130? Slow your roll, bro.
Yeah, I would have been like, man, if you do it again, man, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket that time, man. Come on, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Go ahead, get to the game, do your thing, man.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Win today too.
It's like he speed that way. I catch him. Good job, my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, but you good, my boy.
I'm gonna give you a ticket though. I am gonna give you a ticket.
I told you what I said now.
Yeah. You know you fucked up, right? But yeah, I 100% agree, bro. Both could have been better, bro. He could have been great. And I ain't gonna lie, him rolling the window back up, I was like, damn, I ain't never seen a nigga do that before.
And it's crazy though, like, technically, like, legally, we don't, like, people don't have to roll their windows down. That's just a preference for the cops. But in my opinion, I feel like he didn't want people to know it was him. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another crazy thing is, why did cuffs get put on Calais Campbell? What did he do?
He came out there to like go help
He-
Tyreek Hill and got detained himself.
On some like hands up, just trying to figure out what's going on, and they put cuffs on him.
Yeah,
Like, what's
them
good?
cops was tripping. I will say, them cops were tripping.
I seen somebody found the little Hispanic cop, the one that was being aggressive the most to Tariq. Somebody found his like social media page, and that's what said Bill's Mafia. So, so it's, you know what I'm saying.
Reach for the go out there,
Yeah.
had 215 on them. Nah,
Um,
that'd be funny. Nah, the Teddy celebration he showed, that joint was hard.
That one was hard. Shout out Tyreek, man.
Yeah,
I know-
doing well.
Facts. I know there's got to be like a traumatic experience, man. Yeah, I'm glad I hope you're doing well, man. It's frustrating to see.
Facts.
I can only imagine experience, like living that, so glad that you're not letting it, mess you up, because at first, he was saying that he won't gonna play, that's what Calais was saying, that's what was going on that's what was going on in the locker room, like, at first he wasn't gonna play, like, he was just like blank, blank face just at his locker. I was like, no, he's not gonna play. So shouts out to him for, getting it together, getting himself back in his right state of mind and going out there doing what he loves and doing what he do best, And yeah. As a whole, would you know what I'm saying? I think that's probably, I think that weighed a lot on, like the team's performance in a sense. Like they, the morale might have, because it's like, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, and they went out there and belt that.
The game would have. The game goes a different way if ETN does not fumble where he does right there on like the 2-3 yard line. If Javon Holland does not punch that out right there, and ETN scores or gets tackled right there at the one, and they eventually score, that's a 24/7 game. That's a whole different game, a whole different ball game. I will say. And Raheem Mostert gets hurt.
On the first play, I was like, Jesus. He ain't practiced it either, so I was like, dang. They on a short week.
Yeah, Mostert's out. A-Chain's a game time decision.
Yeah, I think he's going to play though. He looked tired at practice.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, man, ETN did not look his best. And yeah, like I said, the fumbling issues keep going.
Other than Brian Thomas, they don't look good on that team.
Yeah, honestly.
So T-Law ain't throw the ball. He threw the ball only like again going back to it like being the lowest pass. I don't even think he had 200 yards, bro. And he threw the ball only like 20 times.
Yeah. Next game, Broncos at Seahawks. The Broncos defense, pretty good. Not enough. As for Geno, Geno's out there doing his thing.
Facts, he was.
And the Seahawks defense looked good.
Yeah.
Bo Nix did not, though. I definitely said last week on the show that I think Bo Nix is going to have a game. He did not. He did not. And I do not think he's going to have a game this week considering his opponent either. So, damn. Raiders at Chargers.
This didn't go how I thought I would. The Chargers O-line looked crazy. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh for getting his first win.
Shout out to
Justin Herbert didn't look good, but J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards did. So.
J.K. crazy. You spoke on the O-line and everything. Joe Alt, man, their first round pick, he shut Max Crosby down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So that's the Chargers team might be better than what I expected. I get it, it's week 1, but we both had Vegas winning this one.
Especially the way they was talking trash to Devontae Adams.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It seems like they hating on Devontae, and Pat Surtain in his top 5 receivers, and Devontae was not on that.
Well, him and Devontae always do that when they play. Who was his top 5?
I don't remember the order, but I think it was Tyreek and Jetta's CD. I think he had Chase and Amara.
I'm not going. I was watching some Devontae Adams. He just has everything, bro. He just has everything as a receiver, bro. And the fact he can't put both arms up because he broke his left arm twice, bro. That's so crazy to me, bro. Like, he's like, of course, like, it's not something like, it's I don't know, bro. When I think of somebody that's like, he can only do this, and he's still like, you still gotta double him.
Yeah, Devontae's been top 5
Like,
easily.
for the longest time, bro.
He was number 1 with Aaron Rodgers. He was number 1.
Yeah, like.
Then Jettas popped out, and he got a new quarterback, obviously, by going to a different team.
And I think he's also quarterback proof, so that's another reason I feel like he's gonna get his, like.
Exactly, and he stayed top 5 within these years as well.
Yeah,
so it's never been a question. Like,
Yeah, don't ever get it mistaken about DT, bro. 17 is really the one, bro. Yeah, but just need him a consistent quarterback with it.
But yeah, man, I kind of like what I've seen from the Chargers.
Fact.
It should be interesting. This team might be better than I thought. Jim Harbaugh impact. Shout out to him, man. Right coach for this team.
100% agree.
Next, Tom Brady's broadcasting debut happened when the Dallas Cowboys visited the Cleveland Browns. First, shout out Dak. My guy got paid. I will say, I thought we was going to wait until free agency, but I understand why we didn't. I'm not mad at it. We don't have any other options. As we saw, Trey Lance is not it. As we saw in preseason, Trey Lance is not it. And Cooper Rush is a good backup quarterback. He's a great backup quarterback. But, and we're not going to be in the running to get a top quarterback in the draft.
Fact.
So let's keep rocking with Dak. Despite his playoff struggles, Dak continues to get better every year. Hopefully, maybe something will change in the playoffs. Who knows? I guess they didn't see, right?
Fact.
But yeah, man, shout out Dak, man, for real. Happy he got his money. CD seems happy. And CD really was campaigning for Dak to get his bread. So that also seems like a big component in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion as to why he got paid. So that just shows the loyalty with him and CD. That connection is real. It's legit. And if I gotta take Dak to keep CD, come on, let's go, Dak.
Facts.
Like Dak is a really good quarterback.
MVP candidate.
Facts. Really good. Happy got his bread, but on to the ball game, man. I think a lot of people expected this game to go a different way than what it did. You is one of them.
Yeah, thought the defense was gonna show up. Didn't matter. Dak and CD still got it done. Y'all defense looked good.
The defense looked amazing. Shout out Mike Zimmer, man. The defense looked amazing. Switching from 3-4 to 4-3 obviously is a big key component. Having Eric Kendricks right there, formerly played for Mike Zimmer in Minnesota, him being the captain of the defense essentially, being the starting linebacker, clearly you can see the impact that Eric Kendricks was, and he was a Pro Bowl linebacker, and he's never had a front seven like this. So maybe he can, have some rejuvenation, but you definitely saw it. Micah was everywhere. That was another one of the great, best things I seen. I love seeing Micah everywhere. He was hard to figure out, and just the disguised coverages Mike Zimmer calls got the quarterbacks had Deshaun Watson thinking one thing, and totally doing another. I want to give shouts out, and I want to say Mike only had 1 sack in this game, but he had 9 pressures. He had he could have had 4 sacks in this game, 4 or 5 sacks. That's how much he actually got a hold of Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun slipped out almost every time. So Micah actually could have had 4 sacks in this game, but he did have 9 pressures, which led the league for week 1. Shall I say Defensive Player of the Year, season incoming? I think him and TJ Watt look like they're going to be battling for it based off of what I saw from all these guys in week 1. I think if I had to pick my who I think, early, just off of week 1, Micah and TJ are the ones out there contending for it right there. Shout out to Trayvon Diggs, first game back. Got him one, and he played. DBs look great. Kalen Carson, my rookie. We always, shout out Al Harris, man. The guy's always fine. These good guys. Kalen Carson he made some plays. Let some ones go, but overall played some lockdown coverage on Amari Cooper. He covered Cooper a lot. And Overshawn, my guy Overshawn. We finally have a linebacker group that I have real linebackers. So it's interesting to see the defense in a new light. You already spoke on our offense. I also want to shout out Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks played a great game. Shout out Fergie. Get well soon, my brother. Doesn't seem serious at all. Seems like if he does miss any time, it's only going to be a couple weeks. Not going to be much at all. So shout out to Fergie for glad we avoided something serious.
Facts.
But going to the Browns, man. Deshaun looked trash, and
Until he missing Nick Chubb.
And this is it for me. If Deshaun does not turn it around this season, he's done.
Yeah, and then they just picked up Kadarius Toney, so he has a really decent receiving core now. Amari Cooper, Judy, and him.
Elijah Moore's been there too, though.
Forgot about my dog Elijah Moore.
And even though Njoku's hurt now, I mean, he had Njoku.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with you. I'm right there with you, bro. If he doesn't turn it around, I might be out the door myself.
Yeah. It just wasn't it. Deshaun does not look it at all. He looked horrible.
Mm-hmm.
He was horrible. I was looking at him and I said, they let Baker go for this after seeing what Baker did. Baker was stupid. There's one, you talked about the quarterbacks having a low performance. There's one quarterback who didn't hit with Baker. That's for sure. I think he might have had the best.
I know.
He threw that rock. He had 4 tutties. But also I want to say great play calling from Mike McCarthy. Our offensive play calling was beautiful. We shifted a lot away from Myles Garrett. We made Myles Garrett almost a non-factor. And that's just great play calling. Doubled him a lot. He still Myles Garrett he still got a couple like early on. He definitely had that fumble from Dak, the strip sack zone, but it just went out of bounds. So we got a break.
No, for real.
But yeah. Other than that, though, really, we played to our strengths to make him almost a non-factor in a way. So shouts out to Mike McCarthy for that play call. I love the plays, like from the jet sweeps to the running. Like shout out Zeke rejuvenated. He had himself a little game. He came out with the hurdle on the first play. That's a heavy week. I said, who do you think he is, man?
He said he back at the crib.
We gonna need it.
Guy used to do that.
We gonna need it. I can say that. He was definitely missed in our red zone. We couldn't score a lick in the red zone last season. You see, he gets someone. He gets someone back to regular schedule programming for him.
No, for real.
So shout out to him, man. It kind of showed that he's definitely more important than people than we were giving him credit for ever since his dip in production. He may not put up those numbers, but at least for the way we run our offense, he's pretty valuable. Speaking of Baker Mayfield, the next game is the Commanders when they travel to Tampa Bay and took that to Baker and the boys.
Yeah, even though they lost, they didn't look good. Even though they said they don't expect him to run the ball more, they wanted to throw. And I expect him to do that because Terry McLaurin only having three targets or something like that. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, I think it's one thing, he just got to get it together, because he's an athlete, it's if it's not there, his first instinct is to
go.
So, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to do that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all, because you can always teach the other stuff, but it's the fact that you, just like how people talk about AR, you know what I'm saying? Put Lamar Jackson, people want to talk about, it could be quarterbacks that's been like this. Jaden Daniels will be fine,
Facts.
You spoke about Terry only getting 3 targets. You know who's not getting 3 targets? Mike Evans. Mike Evans still doing what he do, still being him. And Baker loves him. He said, I seen the clip. He said, if they leave Mike in single coverage, I'm just gonna throw it. I'm just gonna throw it up. What do you do if you just throw it, Tutty?
Hey, bro. One of the most consistent wide receivers I've ever seen.
Yeah, and dare I say, at least for their division, is the NFC South gonna be a little competitive between Tampa, the Saints, the Falcons, even?
No, I think it is.
And messing around with the NFC, a second team could sneak in depending on how records go.
I listen. If the Bucks can keep it up, bro, I think they got their franchise quarterback, and I think Baker ready to rock out.
Yeah, facts. It's good. It's good to see Baker find a home like this.
For real.
After all that he done been doing everything. So, after all the Thursday, Friday, Sunday game, we got Sunday night football. NBC. Rams at Lions. Matt Stafford going back to the crib in Detroit. Jared Goff facing off against his former team as well. The Lions, they sneaked this one out. By the way, y'all, if I know I didn't say the scores for the last game. Cardinals Bills was 34-28 Bills. Titans Bears 24-17 Bears. Jaguars Dolphins 2017 Dolphins. Seahawks 26, Broncos 20, Chargers 22, Raiders 10, Cowboys 33, Browns 17, Commanders 20, Buccaneers 37. And yeah, again, now we're here Sunday night. Lions with the overtime victory against the Rams 26-20. Talk to me about that game, man. A lot happened. I'm going to let you start off because I could really start off in so many areas, bro.
Puka goes down. Cup becomes back to Cup.
He's back to Triple Crown Cup, look like.
Yeah. Stafford became Stafford throwing picks in the red zone.
But man, did he look amazing though?
In that last couple minutes,
Yeah, look, man.
look, I told her, I said, that's the Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl Stafford right there. But golf been here before. So golf was like, you want to shoot out? We can shoot.
Like, come on, man.
And Jameson Williams, boy.
I think he's making it seem like, yeah. His coaches said that's the most improved player on our offense right now is Jameson Williams. And he looked like it.
And I kind of predicted that going in too. Like I kind of could feel that coming. And he's been very confident about it too. He said, "I don't care how many receptions I get. I just want to score every time I touch the ball. Like I just want tutties."
Amazing. And he loves jumping in the end zone. It's his favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I'm saying you know him very well. You know,
Big Uno at Bama.
Yeah, definitely popping out. I will say though, golf. You still need to get him on Rother ball. that much you need to do. You still need to get him on Rother ball.
David Montgomery over there.
Man, I was just about to say, man, that OT drive, did the O-line look good, and did David Montgomery just look like a beast?
I told everybody, I said, dang, bro, does he look like a better RB1 than Gibbs?
You see why he on the field?
Oh yeah,
like, you know,
bro. He ran a man over for that last time. I said, "Oh, this man's a demon, bro."
Man, yeah, that Lions team right there. That's the team that was in the NFC Championship game a year ago. That team is still one of the best. That is one of the best teams in this conference, in this league.
Facts.
Don't sleep on Detroit. Them boys are for real. And I think at least I don't know how it's going to shape out now with Puka being out, but because they even said Puka's injury could be more than 4 weeks.
Yeah, because Brady came out and said that. I said, oh wow.
So that definitely is some cause for concern because you and I, we had a whole debate last week on who was going to be wide receiver 1.
It looked out equal when they were on the field, but man, his knee gave out.
Yeah.
The same knee injury he had coming into the season.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Going back to your point. And so it just sucks. We're not going to be able to see the Rams at their full potential. Hopefully Puka does come back, or hopefully he is healthy, of course. Hopefully he gets healthy, he does come back and he can be able to produce for the team and them boys can, get back on the roll. But get well, man. Please get well, Puka.
Facts, please get well.
And last but not least, the Monday night game. Aaron Rodgers returned on his second Monday night game in a row, as far as years. Well, in a row as well. Considering that's the only game he played in last season. Went out there to San Fran in a game that was not close against the 49ers as the 49ers take the victory 32-19. I will say, I think a lot of people are looking at Aaron Rodgers and the offense. And I'm like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, I will say he definitely looked, he looked nervous a bit. I think he, it didn't look like he was fully comfortable with his Achilles as well. Like, I felt like he could have bounced out the pocket a few times. He was kind of afraid to. Getting the ball out very quickly, really not trusting himself fully like we know Aaron Rodgers to be.
Facts.
But
he did throw one of Zard. He kind of looked like he was like,
yeah, but exactly. He still shows some flashes. Him and Garrett Wilson look like they have a chemistry, and I think that it's just something to build on. I mean, this is still technically year one of Aaron Rodgers with your team, so it's still going to take some time, and that's okay. My problem with the Jets lies with the defense. That they got smoked. They didn't look like a good defense at all.
Backup came in and got filthy on him.
It shows like you need Hassan Reddick, so you need to pay him.
100%.
Especially after you traded for him, knowing that he was trying to get some bread. He was trying to get a new contract. But I don't know what you're doing. So you definitely need him. The 49ers they ran it down their throats. Like Jordan Mason did his thing. Debo took on a bigger role as you know what I'm saying, as I guess you would expect. And he did his thing with it. Brock Purdy looked good. He made some very timely goals. He made very good plays. Like Brandon Ayuk dropped a few. Definitely dropped a tutty.
Facts.
That's what happens when you don't have your wide receiver one in camp, practicing. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. So, I guess the biggest thing about this, other than the Jets defense, is the biggest thing about it all is CMC was not there. And in my opinion, it was bullshit. Because he was questionable. Oh, he's looking like he's going to play. And then, 2-3 hours before he's not now, all of a sudden you say he's not playing?
Yeah, that whole situation was crazy. Especially for a guy that's the legit one of the best players in the NFL. We don't hear nothing. And then, Jordan Mays, he gets the interview saying he had the news since Friday. Then we get in the interview. We see him crying because I think the PR told him hey, bro, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying I hate talking to the media. So with that being said, Jordan Mason, I think he was telling the truth. I think they did tell him hey, you're starting Friday, you're gonna get the workload Friday. So yeah, I think they told the truth, and he just let the rabbit out the bag because he's a rookie. He's used to this. That's information that.
Well, he's not a rookie, but
he's been there since 22. You're right. He got drafted in 22. But getting asked that question after a big game, is
so he was an undrafted player, and he ain't had a what I'm saying. He ain't. That was his first start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So yeah, he's not yet. He's not used to this.
So yeah, no, I feel it, but bro. Do you think it should be an investigation?
I would say so in that case because if that's true, you played a lot of folks, myself included.
Yeah, we talked about it. I put him to school a couple times. I was like, I bet. And bro, they just said he was out. And then do you hear what he said he had?
Yeah.
Yeah, Achilles tendonitis. Yeah, so that's a 6 to 8 week injury. So now he's saying today I'm ready. So I don't know what to believe from the 49ers.
Because now they're saying he could play, but we, what I'm saying, we just trying to be careful with him. Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, bro. I think it should be an investigation because that's something you should be able to report. You're supposed to report that, and all of a sudden he's out, and Achilles tendonitis doesn't just pop up. That's something you gotta know you have it, and start working through it.
You playing with people who are betting. You playing with people's money. You got people in fantasy leagues drafting this man as their top pick. Number 1 overall. People obviously do money leagues. All of that. So I actually traded for him, as we all know. But as long as he comes back for the season, my focus is y'all got to make sure he's healthy. So fuck all of that. he can go. Like if he has to sit, like if he's not 100%, bro, don't risk it. Like that's not even me talking from like the perspective of the better. Like that's just like come on, let's do what's best for your organization. Do what's best for him. Do what's best for everyone.
Yeah, keep him like healthy.
Like was y'all not just in the Super Bowl? Y'all not trying to go back?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna need that man in order. Y'all damn sure gonna need that man in order to get there.
Facts.
But even with all that being said, without having Christian McCaffrey, San Francisco still looked very dominant.
Yeah.
And they still looked like the top NFC team.
Put Debo at the running back. Went back to work.
Shout out Fred 1 and 2, man. That man is just everywhere, bro. He is just a dog, yo. That defense was really good too. But yeah, shout out to them boys, man. Those are all. That's the whole week 1 recap. And now we get into week 2. So Thursday night, tomorrow night's game, we got the Bills at Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins. Off the strength of the police officer. You a Bills fan, bet.
You think this one goes to the Dolphins?
Yeah. I'm going with the Dolphins.
The Bills always do them boys though. That's the funny thing.
New season.
No Mostert either.
David
Possibly no A-Chain.
I think
But we don't know yet. We just got finessed with this CMC shit.
Well, I'm saying, in my opinion, I think David A.
Fins up.
It's in Miami though, so I think I'm gonna take the Dolphins as well. I think this game really does go either way though. I am gonna take Miami though. Next, for the 1 o'clock, we got 49ers at Vikings.
49ers.
Yep, 49ers as well. Sorry, Vikings.
Yeah, I ain't got enough.
Next, Seahawks at Patriots.
Seahawks.
I agree. I'm going with the Seahawks as well. I'm not going to bet against them twice. Even though the Patriots are coming off one themselves.
Yeah, they coming off the heater.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle. Super Bowl rematch, huh?
Not the same, bro.
At all. Either side. Giants at Commanders.
This is such a bad game.
This game really could go either way. This one could be a tie.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders as well. They're at home. They should win. Jaden Daniels is already better than Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? And even though they lost a game where Baker and the boys went dumb over there in Tampa Bay, they still put up 20 points. The Giants put up 6 points against the Vikings. But Malik Neighbors, though, Daniel Jones, you need to get him the ball, man. That's your playmaker.
Really?
Get that man peeled. But yeah, I agree. I'm going with the Commanders as well. They both 0-1, so as far as a fan goes, I really don't care. It's going to go either way. Chargers at Panthers. I'm going with the Chargers. I liked what I saw from them last week. I did not like what I saw from the Panthers.
Right with the Chargers as well.
Saints at Cowboys.
Y'all should be.
This could be one of them trap games.
It could be. Because y'all do like giving up the veteran running backs.
Alvin Kamara would be the type to run off for like 2 touchdowns, 113 on y'all.
Hopefully the run defense is improved with the new defensive scheme. Could be a trap game. Home opener though. Going my boys.
Oh yeah, I'm right with that. They're gonna be packed too. Sold out arena.
Next, Colts at Packers.
Hey, listen here, y'all. listen. It's no love. Baby, don't hurt me. Going with the Colts.
I'm going with the Colts as
We're
well.
gonna walk in and do that thing and get our first win with AR
Yeah,
and the new offense.
I might have had a different prediction had Jordan Love been here.
The prediction would have stayed the same.
I don't know the way them boys played Philly. I would have took Green Bay, but no Love. Yeah, I'm taking Indy for sure. Y'all gonna get one in? At Lambeau with it too.
Yeah, and we're gonna do the Lambeau League.
Oh man, that's their home opener too. Oh, y'all gonna spoil it.
And big spoilers.
They said y'all said shit. We got spoiled. Y'all better get spoiled too.
Exactly.
Oh, for real.
Browns at Jaguars.
Browns. Deshaun Watson, get it done.
He want to take the Jag so bad.
Because Trevor Lawrence still look better than Deshaun. So it's like, dang. Do I take that, or do the Browns defense have a better game? They should.
The Browns defense has a good
I'm gonna take Cleveland in this one because I do trust that the Browns defense will have a better game. I think that was more so a credit to our offense, more so than anything. Jets at Titans.
Jets, Jets. Let's go, Jets.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jets as well. They should have a bounce back. Even though they didn't look that good, they played against the 49ers. Let's not forget. That's a juggernaut team right there. Buccaneers at Lions. That's a lot of 1 o'clock games, by the way. Yeah, Buccaneers at Lions. This was a close game in the playoffs last year, actually. This is alright. This game could be alright for real.
I'm thinking like
I'm gonna roll with Detroit.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna roll with Baker now. I'm gonna roll with Tampa. I'm gonna roll with the Bucs.
Okay.
let's ride, Baker.
Golf not losing at home.
I hope not.
Next, we got Raiders at Ravens.
Ravens free.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore as well. And finally, we get to the 4 o'clock games. And the first 4 o'clock game is Rams at Cardinals, which could be a very interesting. That's gonna be an interesting division game right there.
Cooper Cup goes insane. Rams take care of business.
I kind of want to go Cardinals too, but I think the Rams will win this game because Cooper Cup's still there, so Stafford fuck it.
They had 21 targets game 1.
Yeah.
21 targets.
Ridiculous.
That's insane, bro.
So I agree, Rams. Bengals at Chiefs.
A real QB. Royal with the Chiefs. Even though this is where Jamar Chase shines at right here.
This 1 and 2 in the league. 2 just not looking it right now.
It's not 1 and 2.
Definitely 1 and 2, but 2.
Like, how does the MVP just not like get any love, bro.
He's 3.
I'm not putting him 3 to somebody that can't hold a water bottle, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's respect since he's hurt right now. You know, I ain't mad at it. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, he's not looking it, and the Chiefs are it right now. Obviously, the boys going for that 3-peat. I'm going with Kansas City. Steelers at Broncos.
Steelers.
I'm going with Pittsburgh as well. And finally, we get to the Sunday night game, which is the Bears at Texans.
Like, come on.
That's a crazy Sunday night game. Hey, Caleb Williams got them boys.
Like, honestly,
shining.
y'all don't think the Colts and the Houston, that would have been a better Sunday night game? like honestly, like, they put Houston and the Bears on Sunday. We don't even hey, bro. God, we don't get no respect in Indy, bro. But it's okay, bro. Man, bro, I want Caleb to go out there and really do it to that man. I really do, but he ain't got no O-line, bro. Will Anderson gonna get back there so quick, bro. Dang, they gonna be 2-0.
Yeah, I agree. I have the Houston Texans going 2-0 as well. Bears on Sunday night is crazy work, though.
I'm hating on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Caleb under the bright lights. We'll see, because he ain't look good at 1 o'clock.
Under the bright light already, bro. Like,
He ain't look good at 1 o'clock.
Whatever.
Yeah, week 2 is crazy for him, like, to be right there.
How come AR ain't get this, bro? Bryce, I don't even think Bryce got a game like this.
Yeah, Bryson didn't even get it, so.
But CJ Stroud, you know,
We got DeAndre Swift. We got everybody over here now.
Let me get us out of here, bro. I'm about to get mad again.
And to wrap it all, to wrap it up, Monday night football, last game of the week. It should be an interesting game, but seems like to me it's gonna be a clear-cut victory at the same time. We got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Link to face off against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles, Kirk Cousins on primetime TV. It never fails, bro. I don't care what team he in, bro. It just doesn't work, bro.
I'm taking the Eagles as well. Fun fact, this will be the 3rd year in a row Kirk Cousins has faced the Philadelphia Eagles on a Monday night. No, well, yeah. Oh, no. In a prime time.
And he's 0-2, ain't it?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, because 2 years...
Jalen Hurts go fed. Jalen Hurts be going fed.
2 years ago, it was Thursday night they faced off, and last year it was Monday night they faced off. So, yeah, and all have been week 2. Week 2 primetime games, Kirk Cousins has faced the Eagles. That's got to be some type of PTSD right there he got. I don't care what he said. He don't be having good games. Like
he don't be having good games,
like,
bro.
He already not good on prime time. He damn sure.
You gonna play that defense again, man, bro?
He like, damn, can't get some break.
But shoot, he got an offense that can go though.
Yeah, he relying on Bijan. Is it gonna be the Bijan v Saquon game?
That's the Saquon game.
That sounds like some insane work though.
That would be hard.
But yeah, no, I'm
rolling with the Eagles, bro. I think they get it done, bro. Kirk Cousins I don't know, bro. I don't get it. I don't get what it is on primetime TV, bro. He just don't play good.
I do want to see how Jalen Hurts fares against his secondary, though.
It is true. That is what we come to show. Because this secondary is terrifying.
Yeah, and he didn't look great week 1, so seeing how he looks against this one should be interesting. I still like Philly pulling this one out, though. And that wraps us up for week 2.
About 14 games, bro. Reviewing and giving y'all 14 predictions. That's definitely gonna be 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You told me to remind you, but I forgot too.
It's the end. It's the end of the episode, so we can end it on a laugh. We can end it on a laugh, bro. Hold on, bro. So let me find it, bro. It's on Twitter, bro. I tell everybody, bro. And if you like dark humor, bro, Antonio Brown has one of the best Instagram accounts ever. And man, oh yeah, man, did I pass it? Oh, here it is. It said Daniel Jones makes $160 million. A 4-piece McNugget at Happy Meal, $5.39. Both can't throw touchdowns. Both can't read defenses. But a Happy Meal makes people happy, and Daniel Jones makes people sad. Hey, that's no heavy week. Cause I'm like comparing Daniel Jones to a Happy Meal is insane. That's crazy to do, bro. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's facts. So I'd much rather have a Happy Meal than have Daniel Jones as my quarterback.
That's so crazy, bro. But nah, that's all I got, y'all. That's funny.
Oh man, that's that's funny. That's hilarious. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're keeping them going, bro. Football season's here, so we gotta at least stay on top.
Right around the
corner. Oh my god, I can't wait.
First game of preseason, October 7th. Oh man,
a little less than a month away.
Man, I'm more excited. I've been more excited about the NBA season than the NFL.
Yeah, because your NBA team got a chance to do it all this year.
Yeah, we got a chance to make some real noise in this joint.
Facts, man. Shoot, man. Like we said, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Keep tapping in with us, man. We're going to keep dropping these vids, man. Keep dropping the pods. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Love you. We out.